Elone had always believed that life was predictable. Lectures, assignments, hanging out with a small circle of friends, and going back to his quiet hostel room. He wasn't the type who looked for love or waited for magic. He preferred routine, things he could control. But fate has a way of interrupting the plans of even the most careful hearts. It was the first morning of a new semester at Kingston University. The air smelled like freshly cut grass and new beginnings. Standing under a large oak tree near the entrance, Elone scrolled through his phone, checking his timetable. He didn't notice the girl walking toward him, until it happened. A soft collision. Books slipped. Papers flew. Elone looked up, startled, and found himself staring into a pair of gentle brown eyes. "I'm so sorry," she said, bending down to pick up her notebook. Her voice was calm, almost musical. It's okay," Elone managed to reply, suddenly forgetting how to form proper sentences. He quickly bent to help her gather the scattered pages. Their hands brushed briefly. For a moment, time slowed. Heartbeats grew loud. Something unexplainable shifted inside him. A feeling that made no logical sense. A warm rush he wasn't prepared for. When they stood up again, their eyes met a second longer than necessary. "I'm Emily," she said with a light smile that made her dimples show. "Elone," he replied nervously. "Well, Elone, thank you for rescuing my papers." She tucked a strand of hair behind her ear and glanced at the tall building nearby. "Are you going to the business department?" "Yes," he said. His heartbeat was oddly fast. "First class of the semester." Emily's smile widened. "Looks like we're classmates." In the classroom, Elone tried to focus on the professor's introduction, but his mind kept wandering toward the girl sitting 2 benches away. Emily seemed completely engaged, taking neat notes, her fingers occasionally brushing strands of hair from her face. Something about her presence made him restless. Not in a bad way, but in an unfamiliar, confusing way. He kept asking himself why a single accidental moment with a stranger could stir up emotions he had never felt before. After class ended, Emily waited outside near the staircase. Elone hesitated for a moment before approaching her. "Hey," he said, hoping his nervousness wasn't too obvious. "Hey," she replied, those warm eyes making him feel strangely seen. "Would you like to grab coffee?" The words were out before he could stop them. He immediately feared she might refuse. Emily looked surprised, and then she nodded. "Sure, why not?" They walked together toward the campus cafe, surrounded by blooming flowers and buzzing conversation. For the first time in a very long time, Elone wasn't thinking about his plans or the future. He was just present with her. As they sipped coffee and talked about hobbies, music, and classes, laughter slipped easy between them. Elone felt a connection growing faster than he expected, like a spark turning into a gentle flame. He didn't believe in love at first sight. But as Emily smiled at something he said, head tilted back slightly, eyes sparkling, he found himself silently wondering